So, Brother Kasha Kala coming back at you with another lesson, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Chakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone to rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. As you can see on the screen, I got 2nd Ezra chapter 15. I'm going to jump right into it real quick. This is 15 and 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." Verse 17, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." Right? So I wanted to deal with, these two verses right here, primarily because of the increase in gas prices. So I have AAA.com up here showing you average gas prices of America, and then, of course, the individual average of gas prices of each state. And also, I have another article here speaking about Uber, and says your next Uber ride will have an extra fee for gas, even if it's an electric vehicle. So even electric vehicles, all right, the getting an electric vehicle isn't going to solve your problem either, okay? Because even so, those electric vehicles, petroleum is used to manufacture these vehicles in the first place. So having an electric vehicle doesn't mean you're in the clear. And plus, electric vehicles came on the scene around 2012, 2013, really with Tesla coming out. And, it's picked up steam since then, but charging stations, charging docks, and things of that nature, yeah, you do see them, but they're still not as, super relevant as, they need to be. Okay, so even electric vehicles, they ain't gonna do nothing for you either. Okay, I'm gonna read a little bit of this article and go back to the topic at hand. It says Uber is adding a temporary fuel surcharge to fares to help drivers pay for record high gas prices around the country. Excuse me. The company announced Friday. Rides customers will pay a surcharge either of 45 cents to 55 cents on each Uber trip. The Eats customers will pay either 35 to 45 on Uber Eats orders, depending on their location. Uber's head of driver operations in U.S. and Canada, Liza Winship, said in a blog post. So Uber is starting to charge extra. It's pretty much like if you're going out and someone got to pick you up and they're like, "You got gas money?" That's pretty much what's happening here. You're being charged a surcharge due to these influx of gas prices. Now, you notice I did a video earlier speaking about how Biden is trying to put everybody back into the public, pretty much getting rid of remote home jobs. Well, it's the worst time to do that. He doesn't give a fuck, of course. It's the worst time to do that. Reason being is because gas prices are at all-time high, and there's still a pandemic on the rise. All this is a setup in a gameplay for what they really want to do in the long run. So let's look at some of these gas prices. You got Washington, up there, Seattle area, $4.70. Same thing here in Oregon. California is absolutely ridiculous. In some parts of California, gas is almost $8 a gallon for premium gas. Alaska is up there. Arizona, New Mexico, they're kind of lower. Texas even lower. Now these blue states, pretty much the what do you call it, like the Midwest type thing. Great Plains area, they're really going to have lower gas prices, and a lot of oil that is struck for America is done in Texas as well. All right, so just keep going over to the East Coast. Of course, Illinois is pretty high, and then going over into the north, the north states, they're pretty high as well. All right, averaging about $4.50. Going down here to the south, same thing for Georgia and Florida, about $4.30 each. Now, these gas prices are ridiculous, and you're going to see different type of gas prices Hawaii is almost at $5, but you're gonna see different kind of gas prices, of each state, and particularly different cities and counties of each state that you live in. Say you live, say you live in Texas, you live in the DFW area, which is Dallas Fort Worth area, but you stayed north of it about 45 minutes north. So 45 minutes north of Dallas, that's when you're starting to get into your Allen, Frisco, McKinney area, Denton area, those locations. Those gas prices could be a little cheaper than what you would get in the city. All right, so that brings me back to 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 17. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." Right, and you can see this prophecy coming to pass. Now, of course, the ultimate or the most dire situation is, shit really hit the fan and motherfuckers are killing each other and stuff like that, and riots and shit outside to where you don't want to go outside. All right, which is spoken about in verse 16, 15, and 16. Okay, but gas prices is a big indicator of not being able to go into the city because a lot of people necessarily can't afford that. Now, there has been another article out there due to rising, not of gas prices. Gas prices is a key factor in why this is happening, but jobs are starting to up their employees' pay because of the cost of living. As gas prices are going up, cost of living is going up, meaning your groceries and things of that nature. Also, the prices of living expenses are just, mortgage, rent. If you want to buy a house, it's very competitive right now. And also the car industry. Prices are ridiculous. To get a brand new 2022 Toyota Corolla, it's probably going to cost you $30,000. It's a little Toyota to a Corolla. Back in 2010, I actually had a brand new 2010 Toyota Corolla when I was about 18, high school, whatever, going into college. Slovakia. I had a little Toyota Corolla, and I remember the price of that was sitting about like $20K, if that. Brand spanking new, and it was like because each car has like different type of models to. Like if you get a Corolla, what kind of Corolla did you get? Did you get a Corolla Premium, LE, Corolla S, or just a base Corolla? I got one of the top of the line ones. Not sitting here boasting and bragging or whatever. It's just a Toyota Corolla, and it was only $20K. But nowadays, you get a base Corolla or a Corolla LE or something like that. You damn near gotta walk out the door $30,000 out of pocket. So prices of vehicles are going high. Even when you go and look at the Toyota Tacomas, they actually stopped kind of producing the Tacomas for a certain bit because they didn't have enough chips. Because pretty much cars have an ECU, all right, which is like a chip pretty much. And they didn't have enough chips to develop the Toyota Tacoma, which is Toyota's best-selling vehicle. It sells almost like 300,000 units a year. So things are kind of like jacked up right now, and now the employers have to increase employees' pays to compensate for the increase of the cost of living in all aspects, and gas so happens to be one of them. We're getting into this point of 2 Ezra chapter 15 and 17, where a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And gas is one of the key factors. If you can't put gas in your car, can you travel? It's a simple ass question. Fuck no, you can't. You can't go anywhere. So we're watching these prophecies come to pass. And real talk, what can happen is verse 17, which is really kind of happening right now with these gas prices. It can go back up to verse 16. It says, "And for there shall be sedition among men." Right. Motherfuckers are going to start, well, here in Atlanta, I know for a fact, they don't stop at gas stations in certain cities because that's where most of the crime happens anyway. I always hear about someone getting shot up or a shootout at a gas station. I always hear it, But it says, for there shall be sedition among men. So it's coming to a point, gas is so damn high. Someone who's broke as a joke may be posted up next to a gas station ready to hit a lick, seeing someone pumping gas and beat the shit out and pump, take their card and pump gas with their stuff. It's getting to that point. I'm just making an analogy. Some stuff, that stuff will probably happen. It says, and invading one another. Exactly, invading one another because people can't get to certain places. People don't have gas money to get to the grocery store to buy food. Or people have to make decisions, right? I know there's a Cat Williams stand up where he was talking about gas. He's like, gas is extremely too high. I don't know why we have to go to the gas station and make life decisions. Like, did I eat today? Like, should I pump this gas or go get something to eat? And that's what we're coming to. It says they shall not regard their kings nor princes. So their little, the president going down to your Senate, Congress, whatever, going down to your measly ass governors and mayors of your state. People are not going to regard these individuals with the little mandates and, certain decrees that they come out with. They're more so likely going to be like, no, I'm going to do what I have to do to live. And really, in the case for these Americans, they're not going to do what they have to do to live. They're going to do what they have to do to stay comfortable. And if that's getting uncomfortable and taking someone else's stuff to be comfortable, that's what they'll do. Because these Americans out here are selfish as hell. It says, in the course of their actions shall stand in their own power. Right. The course of the actions stand in their own power. That's how you know a lot of sin is going to be taking place in this day. Okay? Because what did the scriptures say? I'm going to get it real quick in the book of Proverbs. All right? It says, Proverbs 3:5, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. Well, guess what? People don't trust in the Lord because 90% of the people on this earth don't even know his name. Okay? I'm just speaking as a man, but a lot of people don't even know his name. And even if they do, they don't believe in it with all their heart, all their mind is what it's saying. They don't believe in the Lord with all their mind. So they are going to resort to leaning onto their own understanding, which in turn puts them in this script, in the course of their actions, because they're leaning on their own understanding, shall stand in their power. So they're going to do what the hell they want and think they should do. Even if it's wrong, even if it's right, whatever. They're going to do whatever they want, in that day. And more likely it's going to be a wrong decision. But they lean on to their own understanding. You see, gas price, it's going to be, I don't know if gas prices is going to start a sedition among men, but it's very possible it can. You saw when the shutdowns happened, there was rioting in the streets. It'd be small things that tip people off. And people are so fed up right now that I believe it's going to be a small thing such as gas prices rising. Gas prices rising or something small is going to make people, the public, upset. And it's going to be a backlash. And then in turn, here comes martial law. So these prophecies are coming to pass. And it's a beautiful thing to see. So Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Achakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone to rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. Spread the Kashkwan until the next time. I want to say shalom and repent for Yahweh Shai is coming back sooner than what me and you believe. Shalom.